did the Mayweather fight, when you say you were a bit jealous at the time, was that part of the reason why you thought he's got one of the biggest fighters ever in terms of notoriety, I'm going to go after the current main eventer, Conor McGregor? Was that part of the reason why you went after him?
No, I went after Conor the moments after my fight, if you recall, before Floyd even confirmed his fight with Logan. And I think Floyd confirmed that fight with Logan after he saw how big of the event, that had happened with Mike Tyson and the knockout, and how big of a potential it had. I think it was all this, there wasn't one reason as to why that fight was confirmed, but I sort of went after McGregor in the moments after my Nate Robinson fight, and I've been saying it for a year and a half now that I want that fight, and it just makes a ton of sense.
People thought you went too far with the wife comment about Conor. How do you feel about that?
I think people are soft these days, and it sucks, and people don't have a backbone. Everyone's getting canceled for every single thing that they do. You can't step on an ant anymore because you have to save you know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, McGregor has called Khabib's wife a towel, some sort of insult. And when I flip the script and talk shit towards McGregor's wife, all of a sudden people are up in arms. But when McGregor does it, everything's fine, and he's gone after Khabib's religion and so on and so forth, and he's thrown chairs at people and threw buses and punched old men in the face. So again, it goes back to like Jake Paul having a target on my back, and people just getting riled up over shit just to get riled up.
I noticed in an interview when someone actually questioned him on it, he didn't shut you down in the way others have. He didn't say, "Oh, I've got a problem with it," like the likes of Canelo have. He did say, fair play to them. They're getting in the ring. If they want to make business happen, good for them. And knowing Conor like we do, and knowing the businessman that he is, that was a small tell, in my opinion, that he isn't going to say too much now, just in case that money bag does come in handy later on. What do you think of that?
No, 100%. He knows. He's smart. He knows how big of a fight that will be. And he's going in there getting paid $10 million or so to fight Dustin Poirier. And he gets knocked out by Poirier. I'm sitting there offering him $50 million, and I'm not a champion like Poirier is. So I think he sees the potential in it. I think he sees Logan and Floyd doing their fight. And again, McGregor's a smart business guy, just like I am, which is why I've been talking about that fight for so long now, because at the end of the day, that's going to be a massive business event. In
the Conor Poirier fight, their trilogy fight has just been confirmed. Have you got any early prediction or opinion on how that's going to go?
It's hard to say. I think Poirier will come out on top again. The reason being is Conor just seems to have lost his sauce. He doesn't seem as hungry. There seems to be something going on, too many distractions. He's with his family 24/7. After the loss, he goes on vacation for a month, traveling around the world, on boats, messing around, going to restaurants, seemingly getting drunk. And I bet Dustin took a week off and got right back into the gym. So I think Dustin just wants it more.
Yeah, even on the run-up to the fight, I thought it was weird that we just seen so much of his family around him. I'm like, you're supposed to be a savage. Like, you ain't supposed to be playing happy families right now. You're supposed to be a cold, hard killer, and we ain't seeing that. Like, there's plenty of time for that later to do that other stuff, So I agree with you a bit. I wonder if that is what you're hoping for, though, because if Poirier wins, then you do become that one step closer to getting Conor, I guess.
For sure. I think either way, if he loses, it might just seem like he's taking the Jake Paul fight for the hell of it. You know, I think it's better if Conor wins. And we both come off a win and fight. I think that's a lot more hype. And again, like who is he gonna fight after Poirier?
Did you see the Dustin Poirier tweet about you where he said, "If I can't finish Jake Paul inside 3 rounds, I'm a bum"?
Yeah, I think someone showed me this, and then it's talked about like Ben Askren after that, or like he was saying that from the point of view for Ben Askren.
I feel like he was putting the pressure on Ben to beat you inside 3 rounds, basically.
Yeah. Again, he's in for a rude awakening, and I've challenged Dustin Poirier to spar. We're both here in South Florida, and
you're both friends with Masvidal as well.
Exactly, yeah. And Masvidal was like, "Yo, you and Dustin would be friends. Like I could tell, like you guys would be cool. You have the same sort of like natural energy and vibe. You guys should hang out." And I don't have anything against Dustin. I think I even complimented him for beating Conor, and you know he's done amazing things. You can't take that away from him. And by me challenging him to a spar, it's in no way coming at him. I'm not trying to start beef. Everyone in this sport who's a fighter knows that sparring is a respectful thing. I just merely want to show Dustin how good I am, and maybe get his cosign. Okay. And so I've challenged him to a spar. No cameras. We don't even have to talk about it. I told him, "Yo, DM me, hit me up. Let's spar. We're both in South Florida. Let's have some fun." And I think it'd be interesting.
Has he replied?
No, I didn't DM him, but I mean, obviously I'm on his radar. So
absolutely,
you know, maybe he's watching this. So if Masvidal said we'd be friends, I'm challenging you to a friendly spar, no cameras. I don't even have to talk about it. You don't have to talk about it. Let's just do it.
Okay. It feels like to me, you know how after every fight they say something against you, like after the Gibb fight, it was, you know, he's just a YouTuber. After Nate Robinson, he's just, you know, an athlete, he ain't a fighter. After Ben Askren, they're going to say, well, he wasn't a good striker, yada, yada, yada. It does feel like there's a stepping stone, potentially, or two, in between you and a potential mega fight with Conor McGregor. Do you have any people in mind as those stepping stones?
I mean, we'll see what happens, honestly. After this fight, I think we'll see a lot of fighters come out of the woodworks to try and call me out and challenge me. So it's all up in the air. There's people who I would like to fight.
Yeah.
You know, but no one's really stepping up to the plate. From KSI to Dennis to Nate Diaz, let's make it happen. Let's run it. Where y'all at? I have the money. Why is it so silent over there? Everyone wants to talk about me. They want to talk about my skill. They want to talk about yada yada yada. But I just want to talk about signing the contracts and making it happen. I could give a shit about anything else, so